Ever wonder what the future holds for humanity?
Yeah.
I mean, the really big picture future.
Well, today we're diving into a piece that lays out a pretty bold vision.
Yeah, no aliens, no magical rescues, just us. Stepping up.
That's right. This deep dive is all about Humanity's New Future by Shawn Wondunna Foley. It was just published on December 6th, 2024 on www.innerway.com.au.
And what's so interesting is this isn't your typical tech prediction or political analysis.
No, it's definitely not. It's something much deeper. It's a call to action.
Rooted in personal and collective spiritual
Yeah,
growth.
exactly.
So get ready to explore some big ideas about where we're headed. And more importantly, the role you play in shaping that future.
Because Wondunna Foley is really emphasizing that humanity's destiny is in our hands.
Like completely. No pressure. Right.
Right.
But seriously, the author's basically saying we can't rely on some external savior to fix everything. No aliens, no advanced AI, no Deus Ex Machina.
It is all on us.
Yeah, which is honestly kind of daunting.
It's a huge responsibility, but it's also incredibly empowering because it means we have the agency to create the future we want.
I like that. So how do we even begin to wrap our heads around that? Where do we start if it's all on U.S. Airy?
Well, Wondunna Foley says the first step is unity.
Okay, unity. But isn't that kind of a cliche at this point?
I know it might sound that way, but he's not talking about some superficial, everyone agrees on everything kind of unity.
Oh, okay. So what kind of unity are we talking about?
It's more about recognizing our interconnectedness, even amidst all our differences,
Right.
and finding those shared values and goals that can guide us towards a better world.
I mean, that sounds great in theory, but look around. We're practically drowning in us versus them narratives everywhere.
You're not wrong.
So how do we bridge that divide when it feels so ingrained in everything?
Well, that's where Wondunna Foley emphasizes the importance of resilience and determination.
Okay, so like we need grit.
Yeah, we need that inner strength to face the challenges head on, to learn from the setbacks and adapt our approach.
To keep going, even when things get tough.
Exactly.
So it's that classic fall down 7 times, get up 8 kind of thing, but applies to like global issues.
Exactly. Think about it this way. Remember that time you finally nailed that tricky yoga pose after months of, falling over?
Yeah, totally.
It's that same spirit. It's bringing that same spirit to the challenges facing humanity.
Okay, I can see that. But how does this individual resilience translate to actually creating large-scale change?
That's where things get really interesting. Wondunna Foley introduces this concept of spiritual presence in action.
Spiritual presence.
Mm.
Okay, before everyone starts thinking we're going all new agey here, what does that actually mean?
It's not about chanting mantras on a mountaintop or anything like that.
Okay, yeah.
It's about tapping into something deeper within ourselves.
Like what?
A sense of purpose, our values, a connection to something larger than ourselves.
Right, I get that. It's like that feeling you get when you're really aligned with your values.
Yeah.
And your actions just naturally flow from that place.
Exactly. And Wondunna Foley argues that this inner transformation is what fuels responsible action in the world. It's not enough to just have good intentions.
We need that inner strength and clarity to really drive us forward.
Yes.
So it's like an inside-out approach to change.
I like that. Yeah.
You cultivate that inner spiritual presence, and that then guides your actions in the world. But what does that actually look like on a practical level? I mean, how do we actually bring this down to earth?
That's where his vision of a new plan for Earth comes in. Now, he doesn't give us a detailed blueprint or anything,
Okay.
but he challenges us to reimagine our systems and structures based on peace, sustainability, and yes, that spiritual connection we've been talking about.
So it's less about specific policies or technologies
Yeah.
and more about a fundamental shift in how we approach things. I'm kind of picturing those butterfly effect ripples. But instead of chaos, it's like a cascade of positive change stemming from this new way of being.
A cascade of positive change. I like that. And think about what this means for you, for the listener. What aspects of this new plan resonate most? What might you question or want to explore further?
This isn't just a theoretical discussion.
No.
This is a call to action. Wondunna Foley is saying, hey, the future isn't set in stone. We're co-creating it with every choice we make.
Every single one.
So what are those choices and where do we start?
Well, those choices begin in our own lives. What small steps can you take today to embody these principles? Unity, resilience, spiritual action.
Yeah, what can the listener do right now to start making a difference?
Maybe it's reaching out to someone with different views and having a respectful conversation.
Hmm.
Or maybe it's committing to a more sustainable practice in your daily life.
Right.
Or even just taking a moment each day to connect with that sense of purpose that drives you.
Okay, so the possibilities are endless. But the key takeaway here is humanity's future isn't predetermined. It's a tapestry woven by the choices we make, individually and collectively.
That's right.
And that's both a responsibility and an incredible opportunity.
It is.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into humanity's new future, we're left with the thought-provoking question.
Okay, shoot.
If we could truly create a new plan for Earth from scratch, what would be the first three things we prioritize?
That's a great question.
It is. We encourage all of you to ponder that. And next time, we'll be exploring the fascinating world of competitive underwater basket weaving. Until then, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep treating the future you want to see.
See you next time.